In the span of 15 years, we've had a remake of Star Fox 64 3 times. Star Fox 64 3D, Star Fox Zero, and now Star Fox 2026. And what I find crazy is that it's been 20 years since we've had an original Star Fox game. Why has Nintendo been going back to the Star Fox 64 well instead of moving forward with the franchise? Well, we'll first have to understand Star Fox 64. The original game, not the remakes. This game was released for the Nintendo 64 in 1997, and it's the Star Fox game that sold the most, coming at 4 million units sold globally. When it released, it was coincided with the Rumble Pack. This will come important later. So, why is this game so beloved? Well, there's a few things that come to mind. First, it's a small game. It takes roughly over an hour to beat the game, so it's easily digestible. You could finish the game in one sitting if you want. Second, the game has multiple win conditions, and depending on what condition you get, changes the experience of the game, so that means the game would be easily replayable. And last but not least, the game was fully voice acted, and I know that's not really much of a thing to say considering the type of games we get now, but you gotta remember it's 1997. What games were fully voice acted back then? Actually, I know someone is probably going to be writing that game down in the comments below. But besides that, the game was overall good. I mean, if it wasn't good, it wouldn't be getting 3 remakes of the bloody game. But I now want to talk about the next part, which is the last original Star Fox game, Star Fox Command. This game came out for the DS in 2006, and that was 20 years ago. Do you know how long 20 years is? To put it in perspective, I was born, went through school, and graduated in that time span. Smartphones weren't really a thing 20 years ago. Graphics in 2006 looked like this, while graphics in 2026 looks like this. What I'm trying to say is that it's been so long since we've had an original Star Fox game, and I feel like Nintendo hasn't been doing shit with Star Fox compared to the other franchises. Like, how come Star Fox doesn't have the same treatment as games like The Legend of Zelda or Metroid? In those same 20 years, The Legend of Zelda has had 7 games not including remakes, and Metroid has had 6. I mean, at least it isn't as bad as F-Zero. So, after Command, the next game that came out was Star Fox 64 3D, and this is where our dreaded remake cycle begins. Now, at the time, it was good. There wasn't any remakes of Star Fox 64 back then, and it showed how the 3D feature worked on the 3DS. But the problem is that it just kept going. Our next Star Fox game after 3D was Star Fox Zero, and now this is a retelling of Star Fox 64. But a retelling is like making a game in a different font or rewording a paragraph. The core of the game is still the same, and not to mention the motion controls they added. And now our newest game is Star Fox 2026. I hate it when games use the same name from a previous entry. One last thing, I know this isn't a remake, but someone's probably gonna mention it. Star Fox 2. I won't count this since sure, it did release in 2017, but it's an unfinished game from 1995. So my no new story in 20 years point still stands. But why does Nintendo keep on doing this? Why have we gotten 3 remakes as our last 3 Star Fox games? Well, I think I've came to an answer. Think about it. What does Star Fox 64, Star Fox 64 3D, Zero, and the new game have in common? Well, besides them all having Star Fox in the name, it was the new tech. For the SNES, there was no Super FX chip before Star Fox, so they were showing the capabilities of it. Same goes for the Rumble Pack from the Nintendo 64, remember I said this was important later, or the 3D option for the 3DS, and lastly the gyro aiming for the Wii U. Star Fox was a game series meant to show the power of what Nintendo's new console was, and I think that's why we rarely get Star Fox games. Not to mention, Star Fox 64 is nostalgic to people now, and it probably was still back when the past remakes were coming out. Now, this video might sound like I hate Star Fox or Nintendo or something, but I don't. I just feel like that Nintendo's being very safe with Star Fox as a franchise. Like, I don't mind them using Star Fox as some tech demo game. Honestly, I find it pretty cool when they use it for that. But what I don't like is that how Nintendo keeps on milking the same story. I feel like if they continue using the same story each time, people are gonna buy it less and less. And the sales actually show it. Granted, the early to mid 2010s was kind of a low period for Nintendo, but that doesn't excuse the fact they remade this game so much. I mean, other Nintendo franchises aren't like this. I feel like Nintendo is just being too safe with Star Fox. Like, they could always do something different. Like, I don't know, make some game that's like from a 2D top-down perspective. I don't really know. There doesn't need to be a gimmick or anything. Just a new story would be good. I'm just just sick of them milking Star Fox 64's story, and I know a lot of people are too. Anyways, I do hope that this new game sells well. We may not be getting a new original story from Star Fox, but this could be Nintendo testing the water with fans. And shit, maybe if we don't get a new Star Fox game in the near future, there's eventually got to be a time when Nintendo makes a new one that's not a remake. I mean, Metroid, specifically the 2D Metroid games, the last original game before Dread was Metroid Fusion in 2002, so 19 years later they made Dread. And it has been longer for Star Fox, but I think hopefully after this new game, we get something new. I feel like Star Fox has way more stories to tell, maybe even outside the Lilat system. Anyways, have you played the new Star Fox game yet? Tell me in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, you might like this amiibo video I made. Anyways, thanks for watching and goodbye.